Hi, it's Richard, RJ Coins. Here we are with part 21 of the Filthy Rich collection. It's been around a month since I uploaded the last part of this, and as you can see I have been quite busy. So some of this is hunts, some of it's purchases, some of it also is another little stack from Bungle, so much appreciated. Bungle has kept some of the better or worse finds from his Cavalier coin hunts and passed them on to me pretty much at face value plus post, so that is much appreciated. So I think there's certainly going to be a couple of downgrades in there from Bungle. I think we'll start with that. We'll go through what Bungle sent through. So we've got a Richard Trevithick £2 coin. That's in a lovely filthy condition. And then a Brunel portrait. And that one looks like it's been attempted to be cleaned up. But obviously you've got all the marks in the different parts of the design. Let's check first of all on that one. So this is the one we've currently got in the Filthy Rich collection. Despite the fact that it has been polished a little bit, I think that's a downgrade overall. That's going to be a replacement in the collection. And then if we find the Trevithick, that's what's in there at the moment. Bungle's contender here. I think I'm going to keep the existing one in there. Again, I think this has had a bit of work to try and clean it up before it arrived with Bungle. So it doesn't look quite so authentic as this one. So I'm going to keep that one in the Filthy Rich collection. And then we'll have a look at the 50p's. So Benjamin Britten, Christopher Ironside, the original Peter Rabbit, Battle of Hastings, a lovely rowing, a 2017 Shield. Now I think I am missing this. I thought I had one, but I cannot see one in the date run, so that is definitely going to be an addition. Mucky Diversity, a Tittlemouse, and bizarrely in the same week, in my normal hunts, I also found a Tittlemouse, which I think is going to be a downgrade. So actually I think Bungle's effort is going to be knocked off the downgrade stakes by the one I found in a normal hunt. So we'll come back to that one again in a second as well. Beautiful People's Act. I actually think this sort of black background finish could be a popular finish if they'd done it properly. Don't know how they'd manage it, but I think that's really makes the design stand out. Could be a way forward. We've got Brexit, Girl Guides, and 1997 Britannia. You're not going to get much more roached out than that one. And the libraries. So let's have a quick look. So this is where I've got the gap for the 2017 Shield. So let's pop that into there if we can. Come on. So that's one edition. So the date run can go to the side. Let's put the £2 coins off to the side as well. 50p's. There we go. So I don't think we're going to be replacing that Girl Guides. The one in there definitely is filthier. What else have we got from the early parts? Battle of Hastings. I think that's going to be a downgrade. The one in there at the moment is not terrible at all. So Bungle's effort upgrades or downgrades the Battle of Hastings. Thank you very much. The 16 Peter Rabbit. I'm going to leave that one in there. Probably a bit more damaged than filthy in some ways, but I'm going to leave that one in there. Libraries. Okay, I'm going to leave the existing one in there on that one, I think. Ironside. Where are we? There we go. Getting the original wings there. Benjamin Britten. I think this is definitely going to be a downgrade. We had the Benjamin Britten with just a couple of very small marks on that one. So that's rejected and replaced with Bungle's downgrade. And we're going to be into the later. I'm still missing a 2018 Rabbit. That is what I really need. This Tittlemouse. Can certainly be replaced by my new find. As can, I think, the People Act one. So again, this one a bit more damaged than anything, corroded. I do really like how that one looks, so we're going to put that one in. Thank you, Bungle. The Diversity as well was a pretty mucky one, considering that's a 2020, but that's a definite downgrade. In it goes. Eventually. Brexit wise, I think we'll be leaving that Brexit one in. You're not going to be defeating that one too quickly. Because of the fact that we can't actually really see what that is, you can only tell it's a 97 from the obverse. I'm going to leave the existing one in. Controversial perhaps, but that's where it's going. Let's check out the rowing. Again, the rowing wasn't too bad apart from one little spot just at the bottom. So that is 100% a downgrade. In goes that rowing. And if we look at the ones I had in my finds, so cracking 2017 Peter Rabbit, I think that must be a downgrade. Where are we here? Only just. There was a pretty good effort in there anyway. But it's coming out and being replaced with this even filthier effort. I've got this Sherlock Again, I'm going to leave the existing one in there because that's more damaged than filthy in some ways. Oh, I'll still get locked and ram with a few marks on. Again, I'll add it there because it's certainly not one I would really normally keep with those sorts of marks on. So it'll go in the spares. So it has a good effort at a Brexit, but again, it's not going to replace the one in there at the moment. Commonwealth Games. So all excited from that one on the obverse, but alas, it was a Commonwealth Games. What have we got for the Commonwealth Games? Let's have a look. Where are we? That's the one we've got at the moment. So very damaged on that one. So I'm going to make the replacement because you can see more clearly the design, and it is just dirty as opposed to, well, it looks like acid on that one. So that one's going to be a downgrade into the collection. So 2018 Peter Rabbit, surprisingly a 2008 Britannia also required. One more gap there, Kew Gardens. Now, again, if you see this obverse, you might notice something on it, of course. It doesn't just say IRB. It does say copy. I decided to splash a few pounds on this copy as a gap filler. The likelihood of finding or getting a reasonably priced real Kew Gardens is so small. I thought, well, that looks okay, that one. I'm going to put that one in. So it is a copy, but it's a good one as a place filler for a 2009 Kew Gardens. So in it goes. Because I was buying a couple of bits and pieces like that, you tend to get all sorts pop up. And for just a couple of quid, you can pick up some bizarre finds. So we've got a Peter Pan, 2019. All children except one grow up. A Tinkerbell from the 2020 set, and the Mermaid also from the 2020 set. So I thought it was worth adding those in. It's quite nice to get a few of the territory coins, so they'll be going in as well. I'll pop that there to add to some sheets later. Now Bungle sent me on a couple of territories as well, so these are good additions. Thank you very much. So we have 2010 Isle of Man Albert Tower, 2p. Very nice. And then a 2003 Isle of Man 20p. The Rushden Abbey, which is a cool find, especially for the Filthy Rich collection. So they'll be added as well. Olympics wise, very few left to find. A boccia, goalball, hockey, taekwondo. So in terms of finds in hunts, can you even tell what that is? It is an aquatics. Let's see if you can quite make that out. Just about see the face and the lines, obviously not over the face. So that could be a downgrade, but I think again, because of the fact that I've got a nice dirty example in there that you can tell is an aquatics. There we go, that's a better angle in terms of seeing what it looks like. Or will I upgrade it? downgrade it. Let's put the new one in. There we go. Change to the Filthy Rich Olympics collection. So I did buy a couple of coins to fill the gap. Again, I think I paid about £1.20 to £1.50 for these. Just because of the chances of finding them is so small. So there's the gold ball that's going to go in, and a lovely hockey example. So let's pop those in. So one gold ball, one hockey slot filled. Now this boccia, I actually bought a whole set. Looked a decent price, so I thought I'll buy the set, and I expected it to be a really good condition set all the way through. Wasn't buying it because it's potentially part of the Filthy Rich, but when I examined them, there was a couple that weren't quite so great, including the boccia. So that looks like it's had tape or something over it. It's all discoloured on the glue, a bit dirty around the lettering. So although the reverse is pretty decent, the obverse certainly qualifies, and by default we've filled the boccia slot as well. So in that one goes. I think I might leave that actually with the obverse showing, just because that's the one that needs to be there for the collection. So we've just got Taekwondo left to find. If we get some downgrades on a couple of them, great, but Taekwondo would complete the Olympic set, which is quite an achievement. £2 wise, all we are missing is a Commonwealth Wales. So again, I'm going to turn that Northern Ireland around because it was the reverse of that one. Let's put that way. So Commonwealth Wales, Taekwondo in the Olympics, a 2008 Britannia, and a 2018 Peter Rabbit would complete the currently circulating commemoratives, which is quite an achievement at this point, I would say. So as we're getting close to the end, I thought, well, let's try it with some old ones. Again, some of these are purchases, some of these are what I've found from looking through some bits and pieces I've just got thrown away in drawers, etc. Because I hoard things. So we've got the 95 D-Day. That's definitely a worthy addition that I bought. The pound coins are all ones that I found that I've kept from before. And I just came across again. So we've got the rose and oak, the England floral, that can go in. London, that's pretty filthy overall. Not sure it will come through on the camera quite so well. I think that's worthy of an addition. Isle of Man Raven. So this one only 2017. I think that deserves to go in. And the Royal Shield of Arms, which is a 2010. That's a definite Filthy Rich collection edition. So that can go in as well. And then between what I had set aside and a couple of purchases, again, they're not really filthy. I think that one though, with a couple of marks on front and back, qualifies to go in. So we've got the original £2 commemorative Commonwealth Games. We've got a Bill of Rights, lovely marks on that, and some, looks like almost like fire damage on that edge there. This was a purchase, it's a claim of rights. Again, it looks like it's been cleaned up a bit, but it's pretty banged about. Edge is a little bit bent, some scratches, bit dirty overall. I think I paid £5 for it. So technically this coin's probably worth £25 to £30 potentially if it's in perfect condition. So for the sake of £5 to go into the Filthy Rich collection, I think that was a good effort. This is the worst Bank of England that I could find. So again, the reverse there, not too bad at all, 1 or 2 marks, but a little bit more on the back, not hugely. That one would definitely need a downgrade if we could find one, but that goes in there. The Peace Dove, that's an excellent addition. That definitely qualifies for the Filthy Rich. Again, this one, when I've bought this one, I think I paid £3 for it, and in the picture it looked a lot filthier than it was. It's been polished up a bit, but you can see it's definitely damaged. Nice chunk out of the side there, and they've done a much better job of getting the dirt out of a lot of the design than the pictures look like. But it will go in. That's definitely not in normal circulated condition. That could go in there. And a football, again, I think I paid £3 for it, and that's dented, scratched, bit of dirt on it, generally not in a fantastic condition. So we've got the full 7 coin, solid metallic original £2 coin collection. So that is quite an effort, I think, to complete that as well and get so close with the current circulating commemoratives as well. Hopefully we can find those last ones. If not, I'll have to look out for some shrewd purchases to fill those gaps. Hope you've enjoyed that. If you haven't already subscribed, do please hit that subscribe button and the bell icon to check out all the Filthy Rich collection content as well as my other content. Hopefully you'll find something that you do like. I'll catch you again very soon. Thank you.